It's week 3 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Packers and the Titans, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Play action. It's Smith. They got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll get 34 yards there.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's got this to Pickens. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Throwing now is Geno. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. Butker's kick here is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week: 13 carries, 51 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey. The Titans at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Now a hit and a loose football. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Smith going to try and run with it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. You talk about this Titan defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Flushed out right. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Down to the 42, second down. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week: 17 carries, 53 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That is caught. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on third down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Gino. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Gino now to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Fournette will score. Touchdown, Packers.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, some strong running. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Brian Thomas with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are even at 10 apiece. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packers offense and George Pickens set to take over again. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. 2nd and 10. Murray now. "23 yards on the tuck and run."
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Murray now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Josh Downs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Fournette running right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. 3rd and 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say that. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw, Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Now it's Smith. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Now Murray. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw is Murray. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Here's Moore on the return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over first and 10. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Throwing is Smith. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw is Smith. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Dances by him, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Murray going to throw. forced out to his left. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the visiting Bears who come in and get the victory on the road. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Tua Tagovailoa, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. It was a solid first half for the always dangerous Kyler Murray. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Throwing now is Murray. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Short throw caught by Dulcich. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Downs going in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. 2nd and 7.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Murray. That one complete to McConkey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down. Gets around him. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Back to throw. Murray. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Josh Downs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Smith. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That's complete to Slayton, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Still second down.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now Murray off play action. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give for Stevenson, running right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and a couple. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing now is Geno. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Geno now to throw. Once again, he finds Slayton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Now Geno. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith. This one is Slayton over the middle. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Smith. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Dalton Schultz from a yard out. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. A 10-play drive that time. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. On play action, it's Murray. And this taken in by Downs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Still 1st down.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now Murray. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. To throw is Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll get this complete to Austin. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Murray now to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Kyler Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
2nd down and 4. To the air again, Smith. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll run for it with Fournette. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
This is Ford. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. This one finds Austin out right. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Delay of game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing now is Murray. Now this one finds McConkey. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So it's a win here for the Titans. And the guy who led the way was the man behind center, Charles. That's Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he was definitely the X factor. He had 3 touchdown passes, ran for another, and really had this defense grasping for straws throughout much of this ball game.
So for the Titans, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.